Hello and welcome to the BTC Podcast. Best podcast on this side of the bitchinet. BTC stands for Begin the Call and not Bring the Chicken, but dang, I can use some of that bad boy right now. Round these parts, we can all count to yellow, and we know that Hodor isn't a bitch and should be sitting on the fucking Iron Throne. Here we know that this is just a shit rip-off of PKA, but we don't give a damn. Today we have our three regular asswipes ready to bask in the glory of dead YouTube money! So it's just a shame we don't earn any. In the red corner is the one and the only, and thank fuck for that, is the fantastic, the fabulous, the any adjective beginning with an F except fuck, because we're going to keep this shit clean. It's that bitch, James. And in the tartan corner, we have the man behind the intros, the editing maestro, and just about the only one of us that does any damn work around here. It's the guy who can't get a girlfriend, Mike!
Hi.
And sitting in the green corner, it's myself, the guy behind this podcast intro, Will.
Oh, well.
So, let's get on with the show.
That deserves a very small round of applause, I suppose.
That's one of my best, that is.
Well, it's the only one you've ever done.
Yeah, that does mean it is best I've ever done.
Yeah, right. So, welcome to BTC. We actually, this isn't the first one we've actually ever done. We did attempt to do this about 5 months ago. It did not go well.
Let's just say this is the first official.
Yeah, this is the first official one that we will actually be uploading.
Yeah.
So basically, Begin the Call, that's what the BTC stands for. We chose that name because that's what we always say to each other because we're camps. But apart from that, we're all good.
We should tell the story behind BTC, really. I mean,
is there a
originally we used to hang out on Facebook chat to each other, and then eventually we started to move to Skyping each other every night because we're sad and we don't go outdoors.
Yep.
And what we used to ask everyone is, instead of "Do you want to get on Skype?" was that it ended up being shortened down to "Begin the Call." No question, no formalities. It was just like a demand. Begin the fucking call.
Yep.
And eventually that sort of became the name for it. Begin the Call. So
we've pretty much been doing this now for, is it 9 months? Yeah, it's like 9 months.
Around that time, yeah.
So
and
we figured
the name stuck.
Yeah. We figured, why not upload this? Because sometimes funny things happen. Like Mike cries or something like that. So.
Sorry, but Mike only cries when he masturbates. You, James, you cry all the time.
Well,
to be fair, I'm proud of that. So I literally cry at least 3 times a day.
3 times? You cut it down, mate.
Not really. I don't think it's 3 times a day. I mean, I'm not that downy. I'm not that James about it. All right, do we need a topic?
A topic we can talk about. Oh, sorry, just for information, those who don't know, James's last name is Downey, so we will refer to him as that for a portion of time.
Yeah.
Hi.
Would you guys like to turn up your mic sensitivity?
I would like to turn up your mum's sensitivity.
That's really cute.
Oh, that's what she said.
No,
So, yeah, have you guys heard about that teacher that got stabbed in a school last week?
Yeah, I know.
Was it last week? I saw it was like 2 days ago, wasn't it?
It was a couple of days ago, I don't know. You did it, James.
I think, yeah.
Well, you're an asswipe, aren't you?
No, it happened about, 2 days ago, something like that.
To be honest, I really shouldn't be going on the Sky News website for information about this.
It's better than the Daily Mail about it, though.
I love the Mail Online. It's so full of lies.
So it was talking about some guy who killed himself because he listened to heavy metal music. And I know that people who listen to heavy metal music aren't the most extroverted people, but there's no reason he killed himself just because, I like a bit of Slipknot, that means I probably should kill myself.
What,
with
a band with a name like Slipknot, I think you should kill yourself.
No, but the band goes for people who already want to kill themselves. They don't want to kill themselves because they listen to it.
I don't know, Downey, you tell us, because you like emo music.
Oh, this is good. I've just read that the Daily Mail are accusing the kid who stabbed the teacher for doing it from GTA 5.
That was definitely not expected.
Oh my god, I love that fucking game. It's so good. I don't even play it, but I know it's so good.
For those of you foreigners, the USians or Lithuanians
United States of America.
the Americans. The Daily Mail is the most lying bullshit piece of propaganda media you'll ever meet. Not a true word has ever left its mouth, and it likes to call itself news, but we just like to call it non-fiction. Non-fiction's the false ones, right?
Fiction is the false one.
No, fiction. A fictionist piece of crap.
Shows how
I
educated
don't
you
know.
are.
I'm in the fucking army. Do I need to
But
be
you
educated?
also work at McDonald's.
Just like
I work at McDonald's and I'm moving on to the army. The two least educatable jobs in the world.
just like, hey Taliban, have you ever read Shakespeare? Because I'm gonna do some poetry.
I'm gonna poetry on your ass wipes, niggas. Oh, sorry, you can't say that word. Jeremy Clarkson gets really upset.
Oh yeah, that was quite funny actually. I didn't even realise that he said that.
He didn't. He said teacher. You can easily tell he says teacher, but just again,
No,
the Daily Mail are blowing it out of
I'm
proportion.
talking about the thing where where Jeremy Clarkson called that guy a slope.
Oh, yeah, the guy on the bridge.
Yeah. For those of you who aren't British, or if you just live in a hole somewhere, Top
They
Gear.
live in a hole. How are they gonna have internet?
I don't know, BT get everywhere, don't they? Google Fibre, yeah, it's absolutely
Google Fiber's in like 2 cities
Google
in America.
Fibre gets nowhere. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Top Gear. It's my latest video actually. Go watch that.
No shit.
It's amazing. I'm sorry that I'm not that good at Photoshop that I had to use at school because it was just terrible.
You go to school.
You work at McDonald's.
Touche.
Okay, Danny will be back in 2 minutes. Or James will be back in 2 minutes. Yeah, for those of you who don't...
This is wank.
You should... Top Gear. It's our version of the motoring show. The one, the only, the original. And the main presenter, they were building a bridge out of wood, and some... Was he I don't even know what country they were in.
Burma.
Burma. Some Burmese person was walking across the bridge they made, and they said, "Oh look, there's a slope on the bridge," and everyone thought they were implying about the angle of the bridge,
which was massively sloped.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for Jeremy Clarkson, because the BBC is so politically correct, he didn't realise that slope was a term that meant Asian. I didn't really know that at all.
I didn't even know that at all.
So, yeah. He's been foxed a bit. What the fuck is that?
I'm dialing in the number.
You're typing in a number?
Yeah.
It's not being unprofessional. What are you doing?
For the prank call.
We're doing a prank call.
Yeah, in a minute.
Okay.
Does anyone else have any other topics?
I do have other topics. Many other topics.
I think we're moving on to topics too quickly, but
yeah.
Anyway, right.
We haven't actually talked about the guy who stabbed his teacher. We just moved on instantly.
Yeah, right. Let's get back to that. So,
you can't be a bit of a bellend to go stab your teacher.
To be fair, I've always wanted to stab my teachers.
No, everyone wants to stab their teachers, but to actually do it, you've got to be a bit of a cunt. Oh, sorry, you can't say that word on YouTube.
You can.
But Mike, you're like a homicidal maniac who wants to kill everything.
Homicidal.
How do you even English?
I want to kill you. That's the main person I want to kill.
Yeah, everyone wants to kill James, but no one will actually arrest you if you did that. No, thank you.
I've actually noticed that the recorder I'm using for me is already full up, so I'm recording on your device. So hashtag YOLO. So guys,
You're recording on my device.
On the device I'm already using. So if my quality isn't the best, I'm sorry.
You can go fuck yourselves. Yeah, I dare you to go find another podcast on the internet that talks about bullshit and oh wait, no, that's PKA. Oh shit.
Oh, who doesn't love
We
PKA?
did think it's fair. If you don't like PKA, you clearly are retarded.
Yeah, for those of you who are completely unaware of PKA, this is basically a rip-off of it. A shit, under-budgeted rip-off.
I already saw I saw another podcast that was actually quite entertaining because it had an Irish guy on it. So
we need an Irish guy. Downey, be Irish.
I was actually practicing my Irish accent today.
I don't think we should do it because it risks being incredibly racist.
It was rather racist because it was talking about the IRA.
IRA, potatoes, Guinness, all three subjects we're not allowed to talk about in an Irish accent.
Yes. One tip about the Irish people, don't say to them, haha, please don't blow me up. I did that once, especially because it was to a woman. Don't ever do that.
Did she blow you up?
She
got so angry at that racist remark, she pulled that ripcord on her vest and blew you to Shittington cum.
I'm imagining that most of our listeners are actually American, so they probably don't even know who the IRA are, let alone who the Irish are.
If they know who the Irish are, you find Irish Americans.
Yeah, everybody in Boston is like Irish Americans.
I wouldn't go that far.
Have you been to Boston?
Most of them.
Oh.
No, but
Dan, are you making some sort of Boston bombings IRA joke?
It's the IRA's fault.
You're the worst kind of person. You're worse than the people who talk in the cinema.
You are going to that special hell reserved for child molesters and people who talk in the cinema.
You just literally ruined the joke that I just said.
I fit both of those qualifications anyway. So.
For all of you who are watching this that understand that reference, comment in the just comment section what TV series it's from, and I will literally come to your house and slap you with my penis. And
I didn't hear what the reference.
Blessed
What
for
was
the
the
opportunity.
What was the reference?
I can't tell you, otherwise it'll be ruined.
No, what did you say? No, what did you say?
I said you'll go into a special hell reserved for for child molesters and people who talk in the cinema.
Okay, I don't even know where that's from, but okay.
You won't. I know what it's from.
Right, anyway, for the Americans in the show who are listening, the IRA stands for Irish Republican Army, who...
They're basically terrorists.
They're terrorists in London. And
not in
everywhere.
London, though, around the entire of Ireland, Northern Ireland, the UK.
Basically, to sum up Northern Ireland, England was like, yo, can we have some potatoes? They were like, no, so we said, we're going to take your potatoes, and we invaded.
Do you actually study history, or...
No, I don't. Well, not Irish
please
history.
don't ever quote history. Ever. That is my specialty.
What I could be doing in GCSE history is I could be doing Osama bin Laden, 9/11, and all that other cool stuff. Not saying that's cool.
No,
you know
GCSE
what I mean?
history is not cool.
And Vietnam, but no, we're doing Hitler.
Hitler's an interesting guy. He's a very good artist.
He has
Bit of an arsehole when it comes to his war strategies and, killing the Jews. But a good artist.
Lefty.
Very good artist.
Lefty. If only he was good at art. Right. Do we want to do a prank call?
Do you want to do a prank
call? I would love to do a prank call.
Well, who are we prank calling?
We're going to prank call Talk to Frank.
Okay.
For people...
Talk to Frank is a drug advice service for people who are addicted to illegal drugs. If you are addicted to illegal drugs and stuff, Mike will now read out their number.
I know, I won't read out the number. You can just go to their website if you are in the UK.
Talk to Frank?
Talk to Frank.
Talk to Frank.
Talk to Frank.
Talk to Frank.
Right, ready?
It sounds like...
I'm not sure what the hell just happened there.
Basically, Talk to Frank came on. They discovered you're about to prank call them and completely cut off your servers. Are we still recording?
Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant. Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Oh, James, you're in better quality now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, it's gone back to shit.
Oh, I'm great.
Right. Add people.
Are we adding people?
Are
we adding talk?
Don't worry, I got it.
We adding Talk to Frank to Skype?
Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant. Can you even do that?
Yeah.
Wait, should we let Will do it?
They can't hear him.
Oh.
Can they not hear me either?
I'm the best at prank calls.
Right, let me check.
Yeah, we should switch. We should switch each time.
I think that's the right number. Right, let's go. Oh, why aren't you calling?
They know.
God, I hate Skype. What are you doing?
Why are you even calling Talk to Frank? That's like the worst idea.
Why? You could be addicted to many drugs. I have a serious condition with paracetamol. I can't put it down. I have to have at least one a day. Otherwise I start to feel bad. Paracetamol addiction.
Best kind of addiction.
I have to stay with Mike's mum. Otherwise,
James, if you're gonna start with a bad joke failing, don't continue it. You can't save it.
Okay then.
Alright, you guys talk about something else while I try and sort this out.
So, today we're moving on to the gaming crap of the week.
Okay.
And I would like to introduce to you the fact there has been fuck all news in the gaming world.
Oh, that's great. Well, basically,
That's the gaming
Battlefield
content
4,
done.
kill yourself.
Oh yeah, James plays Battlefield 4 and his shit.
No, I'm actually quite good. It's just
You're
the
really
fact
not.
that the
You're
servers...
really
Really not.
No, you don't even have Xbox Live mics, so I don't know where
Shut
you're
up,
getting
you
that.
don't have Xbox. You don't know what it's like, man.
You
weren't
don't know,
there.
man. You
You
weren't
weren't
there.
there, man. You
Sorry.
don't know.
Sorry, Malcolm.
Right, they make fun of themselves.
I'm sorry, but just on the serious note, can EA and DICE please sort out the servers? Because I'm getting so annoyed.
James,
Like,
James, they don't give a shit about you,
Yeah,
about
but
Battlefield,
EA.
or anything. They don't give a shit.
I just want the money.
Danny, your
Come on,
opinion
man.
is so fresh that EA want to publish it.
Is it actually going to work this time?
I'm calling them from my phone instead.
We can hear the typing on your phone.
I know. Right, let's do this.
Beep.
Ready?
Yeah.
Hello, Frank about drugs. How can we help?
Hello. I'd like to talk about cocaine, if that's okay.
Yes, of course. What is it you'd like to know about it?
Well, I've kind of got an addiction problem. That's why I'm calling.
Sorry, it's a really bad line. I can't hear you very well.
I'm actually addicted to it.
Right, okay. And is it something that are you looking for a bit of help with that then?
Yeah, I am actually.
Right, okay. Have you ever had any help with it before?
Yeah, I have actually. I went to one of those like AA meetings.
You went to an AA meeting?
Yeah. Well, the sort of things that they have. Those sort of meetings.
Right.
Scare shit.
Sorry, I'm a wee bit confused. So was it an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting that you went to for AA?
It was one of those sort of meetings for drugs.
For Cocaine Anonymous?
Yeah.
Right, okay. So it wasn't like a local drug service or anything like that, though it was?
No.
Right, okay. And when was that you went there?
Probably about 3 months ago.
Okay, and how did you find it?
It was really bad actually, just seeing all the crackheads there, and I was just like, what am I doing with my life? And yeah, it's really bad.
Right, okay, well there will be support, different types of support available, as I say, through local drug services in your area. Which area do you live in?
Sorry, what was the question?
Which area do you live in?
This is really shit.
I live in the north.
Inverness.
Where, sorry?
In the north. Just.
Okay, which town or city do you live in?
Do you know the border?
Inverness.
It's near Inverness.
Near
Yeah.
Inverness?
Near Inverness.
Right, okay, well, Frank is actually a service for people who live in England. We don't have details of any help available in Scotland as such, but I can have a look and try and find it
Start to
for you
rage.
while you're on the phone just now to save you phoning the Scottish service again.
Well,
Start
I
to
don't
rage
think that's
about
very
the fact.
good. Why do you not provide a service in England? Not in Scotland.
Because there is a service for Scotland, but it's not us.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yes,
could you
yes,
give me the
it's
name of that association,
It's
please?
called Know the Score.
Know the Score.
Uh-huh.
Know the Score.
Yes.
That's a weird name, isn't it?
What's the accent?
That's a bit of a strange name, isn't it?
I don't know, I didn't name it. But the service for Scotland is called Know the Score. The website is knowthescore.info.
Okay. Okay. Well, I've got one question for you. Why is it called Talk to Frank?
The helpline's called Talk to Frank just because we speak frankly about drugs.
Oh, so the guy in charge isn't called Frank?
No.
Well, that's a bit annoying, isn't it? I was hoping to talk to Frank.
Right, well, I'm so sorry, that's not the way the service works. Okay, listen, I'll let your call go now.
Okay, thank you,
Good
bye.
luck with everything, alright?
You are the worst at
That's the
ever.
worst.
Oh my god, she confused me.
You didn't rage in the slightest.
Oh,
You didn't rage at all.
that didn't
You were
go
just
the
like,
way I
"Oh,
planned.
sorry."
That didn't go the way I planned. I was
How
gonna...
did you plan it?
Because last time I did talk to Frank, I said I was a police officer addicted to meth.
What you should say is you're an American addicted to meth.
And I work for the DA.
Yeah.
So you should have said, I'm addicted to Coke, and do a really in-depth conversation and say it was Coca-Cola.
That's
Yeah.
what we were trying to tell you.
That's what I was going to do, and then she started. Then she said, "Where do you live?" And then you guys said,
Well, you should have said
England.
England.
I didn't know that the service didn't run to Scotland.
Neither did I. Oh well, we'll try and do another prank call later. Maybe like Tesco or something.
Maybe not a shit one. You're really shit at prank calls.
I'm sorry.
You really are.
You got to do like a very Indian accent. Very
Oh my God,
traditionally
yeah.
Indian.
Oh my god,
Not even remotely authentic.
we've got to call an Indian helpline, and
An Indian help.
and they'll be like,
I'm Indian.
and they'll be like, hello, and I'll be like, Keith, is that
Hello.
you? Hang on, let me try and do an
Hello,
Indian
can you
accent.
help me? I'm an Indian.
Papa do.
I woke up this morning. Yesterday I was from Bolton. Today I was from Pakistan.
We are
It's
so
not even
racist.
Indian.
No, basically,
I am.
they'll
My
call.
apologies to our two Pakistani viewers.
Pakistani.
Oh no, I'll be like,
Well,
Deep,
you
is
can't
that you?
say Paki because that's racist.
You just said that. What are you doing? No, I'll be like, Dave, is that you? Is that really you, Dave? What we separated about? Oh, anyway, right. Well,
Well,
would you like to
yes.
tell everyone your little story?
Well, welcome to a segment I like to call Will's Story Time. This is a segment that recovers after Mike does a really bad prank call and all our viewers have gone away. So this is trying to reel people back in with some interest. Today, let's spin the wheel of stories.
Best wheel noise.
If you had a wheel, that would just be even better.
I actually made a wheel for the stories at home. Yeah, so like, we go on Skype. We can see it.
Oh, that's even worse. I'm sorry. Right.
Oh, it has stopped on my time in Bristol.
Oh no. Oh, I love this.
This is one of my favourite stories as well. So basically, skipping all the boring parts, I had a hotel room in Bristol. I went to meet some mates. It was a very interesting evening. We were all chatting, and I met this girl. And I did what any instinctive 17-year-old male would do at that instance, and start chatting her up a bit, getting to know her, asking her a few questions, doing all the standards.
Oh, by the way, in America, if you're listening to America, it is actually legal to have sex at 16, not 18, and you are legally allowed to drink at 18, not 21.
Okay, thank you, Mike. Continue the story.
Yes, because our country is the correct way around.
Yes, and your country drives on the wrong side of the road.
You're allowed to drive at 16, what is that?
Yeah, but they can't
get on
until 21, so...
You've lost the story, come on.
Right, let's go.
Yes, thanks for putting me off. So I was chatting her up, and the evening was getting pretty late. So all of us decided we'll go to a bar. Well, for us it was a pub, but Americans don't know what a pub is. And obviously I wasn't 18 yet, so I couldn't go in. I was just like, what a shame, I'll just head back to my hotel room, chill for a bit. And after talking to this girl, I already known she's over 18. And she could have easily gone into the bar with her friends and had a few pints and done whatever she wanted to. But she decided no, she was going to say, oh, I'll walk you to the train station so you can get on the train to go to the hotel. And I said, well, that's very kind. And then when she got to the train station, she said, maybe I'll come along to Bristol. I said, but you don't live in Bristol. She said, well, that's just an issue I'll have to sort out. So I said, well, maybe if you want to come over to Bristol, you could stay at my hotel tonight. At this point, we both basically know what's happening. And in the next hour or so period, we get back to my hotel, and we're doing exactly what you think we're doing. We're completely ruining the bed sheets and making a hell of a job for the cleaning lady the next day.
Mike came in about 2 hours later, just like watching.
No, I
really
think this
didn't.
is called Will's story time, not James's a bell end time.
Every time is that.
Alright, back to reality. And then after, what had happened. I woke up the next morning, her still in the hotel room. I get a cup of tea, coffee. She says, do you want to, you going back today? And I said, yeah, I'm going back home. She says, oh, I'm going to head off then. So she heads off about, 2 hours before I check out of my hotel. So I have a shower, sort my stuff out, and leave on time. And on the way back, I get a call. Yes, hello. And she says, do you want to come back in to town today? And I'm like, yeah, I guess I could stop on there on my way home from it. She says, yeah, I'll meet you in the Costas we were at last night. Costas is a coffee shop, for those who don't know.
Starbucks.
It's like Starbucks, but not
We do
shit.
have Starbucks over here, by the way.
And it's overpriced.
Yeah.
And so I meet her at the coffee shop. And it's a nice day. We start chatting. About 15 minutes later, someone she recognizes walks through the door. She identifies her as her girlfriend. The girl I have just slept with the night before, her girlfriend walked through the door. Yes, exactly what happened.
What?
We've already heard the story before, but it's still good the second time.
I'm sorry, I heard this story about 3 weeks ago now, and I just still do not understand how that is even physically possible.
I'm still quite bumfuzzled about it. Bumfuzzled is the word.
And she punched you in the face, didn't she?
Oh, yeah. After she and her girlfriend had an argument about the fact she was with me last night. And her girlfriend got annoyed and slapped me across the face. Not bad, not like harsh, like really bad, just like enough for me to go, what the fuck? After that, I sort of bid my farewells, got on my train, and got the fuck out of there.
That is
Yeah.
Guys, by the way, we are supposed to have another host, but he's being a dick.
Basically, we have a fourth member of the group, but he is dead.
I killed him. Right, do we need a new topic?
No, we don't.
I think we do,
I think
actually.
we can bask in the glory of my lesbian.
Well done, Will, for having coitus, coitus, shall we quote Sheldon Cooper, with a woman who finds the male vajayjay very attractive.
The male vajayjay?
The female vajayjay. I don't even know. The female vajayjay.
I hate to break it
the
to you, Mike, but
the
if you've got a vajayjay instead of a wing wang, you may be wearing the opposite sex there.
Maybe I need to talk to Frank. Alright, what do you think? I'll start with Danny. What do you think you are in the top 10% at in the population?
I'm easy with this.
I'm going to go top 10% in the UK for the moment.
Wait, what are you on about?
What are you?
If
What?
you were the best at something in the top 10% of the UK at this one thing, what is it?
Oh, okay.
Serial masturbating does not count.
Being fat doesn't count either.
Oh, damn it. Okay,
Tit size doesn't count either.
I want to die. Let me think. Hold on. I would go for being the slowest runner possible. Oh, no, that's Mike. Let me think. It's really weird when you think about it.
No, it's not.
But you've got an easy one because you know.
Yes, I do.
I know because you've got like a table thing. I don't know.
I've got a what?
He's got a table.
You've got like a no.
He's got a tit. What?
I do
Well,
have
you
quite a few
whatever.
tables in my house.
No, as in you've got a table that says that you're in the top 10 of this, blah, blah, blah. Right, anyway.
I'll actually have you know I'm not in the top 10% of Shootmania.
So
Wait,
who you
no, 10% is... What's the 10% of 100,000?
This is where my maths is.
Is it 1,000?
Where's Steam? Wait, what was
Yeah, it is 1,000.
10,000?
So yeah,
Okay.
I'm in the top 1% actually.
Right, anyway, James, what are you in the top 10% for? We can't hear you.
We'd like to excuse our technical difficulties with James because he's a faggot.
Because he lives in the middle of nowhere, but he has a really fuck-off massive house.
He's a rich-ass bastard.
We say that he has helicopters, but he does.
Probably does.
Yeah.
Multiple helicopters. Not helicopter. Helicopters.
And that's not a sexual reference at all.
It probably is as well.
Yeah, maybe. Is he gone? James,
I'm
you here?
unaware.
He says he's still here. Anyway.
We would like to excuse the technical difficulties. So, Mike, what would you say you're the top 10% in the UK of?
FPS Russia game. It's
Well,
not a good.
you're the top 10%.
Yeah, it's not a good thing, but yeah.
I'd like to point out I am currently in the top 100 of UK players at Shootmania, and there are over 100,000 UK players.
Do you know what I am in the top 10% of them?
That means I'm in the top 1%.
Best goddamn intros on YouTube. Yeah.
Best goddamn intros on BTC.
On the
I nearly said PKA then.
on the PKA subreddit, I am the best. Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know, I am the guy who makes all the funny intros. Well, some of the funny intros.
Writes the verbal introductions to this show itself.
Which you copied off Kyle.
I did copy the base of it off Kyle, but all the insults were purely my own.
Hang on, Will.
Hang on to what? Go.
Yeah.
Where? Walk out the door. Just turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore.
Anyway. Right.
Oh.
Blah, 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 blah.
So, knowing we're a podcast that's supposed to have a minimum of 4 people plus a guest, and we're now down to 2.
Yes.
Now, I don't like to pinpoint on inaccuracies here, but I do believe that's a rather bad turnout.
It's a very bad turnout. We were actually supposed to have a guest, or 2 guests actually.
2?
2.
Was Hodor supposed to be coming?
Not Hodor, not yet. Not yet. Maybe he'll send us a tweet about it and get very annoyed. I actually messaged a YouTuber called Mr. Big and Tasty, who actually lost his main channel due to a faggot, and he's now trying to bring back his YouTube channel under a different name. So good luck to him. Hopefully we'll get him on the show.
Good luck to Mr. Big and Tasty.
Yeah. Go check him out on YouTube.
Subscribe.
Best goddamn old-fashioned gameplay commentaries in the multiverse. I think.
Subscribe to Mr. Thingin'
Mr. Bob.
Mr. Thingin' Bob. That's.
Mr. Thingin' Bob.
I wonder if that's actually a YouTube channel, Mr. Thingin' Bob.
The Thingin' Bob. What?
James!
Yeah, sorry, my dog got stuck in the trampoline.
Your dog got
stuck
stuck
in your camera?
Yeah, trampoline.
Trampoline.
So you had to leave us to go and
Is that
rescue your...
euphemism?
No, I just went and rescued the dog.
I was unaware you had a trampoline.
It's
No,
on
it's
top of a
really cool.
helicopter. There is no such YouTube channel as Mr. Doing Thing.
Oh.
I'm not even sure if that's what I said originally.
I think it was Mr. Thingenbomb.
Oh, who cares?
Right,
It's
Danny.
a doing thing thingamabob and shiddle-a-bad-doo.
You say you're in the top 10% worst runners in the UK. I have a story about running.
Do you?
Yes.
Was I there?
No. When I
Right.
was in year 6, for Americans, that's probably
Fifth grade?
fifth, sixth grade, something like that.
It's either 5th or 7th, I can't remember which. Basically, he was 11 years old. 10 years old.
Yeah, I'd say about that.
Last year of 11.
Shut up, James.
We had this guy who wasn't the most popular person, we'll say that, and we convinced him that we were from MI6. Yeah, me and my mates, we got some paper, we drew on some badges and drew on some fake ID, and we told him we were from MI6, who, for foreigners, that is the British version of the CIA, and MI5 is the British version of FBI. And he said the only way that, and we said to him, we want you to be our new agent. And he said to me, the only way that I will ever be one of your agents is if I beat you in a running race at Sports Day. I don't know about you, but I had a reputation for being a very fast runner back then.
Which he doesn't anymore.
Which I don't anymore. I am beaten by a midget today.
In fact, these days he's got rather the opposite reputation.
Yes, I cannot run at all.
You've got the,
I used to be a very good
he's
runner.
on slower than trees.
I am slower than the turtle that almost killed Kyle. I am not the fastest runner anymore. And this guy,
Never was.
he could not run. If you ever see one of the comedies where they're like skipping / running, it was that. He was the worst at running. It did not go down well. At all. Ever. So, to be fair, one of my mates was really scared that the real MI6 was going to jump down from the sky in their Black Hawk helicopters and take us away for impersonating the Secret Service. But we didn't, strangely enough.
And back to the story.
I think that is the story. I don't know what else to say about it. He was, yeah.
So that was a pretty shit story.
That was a really bad story. I'm sorry about that, guys.
Sorry, have you guys read this? Subway, you know that amazing sandwich shop that makes sandwiches
I'm
that
aware
in
of
the US
Subway.
are shit.
Yep.
Oh,
They've
too
stopped
American.
serving ham and bacon
Do you
in
have any idea
200 shops. Would you like to let me finish, dickhead?
there?
They've stopped serving ham and bacon in 200 of their shops because Muslims said it was bad.
Yeah. I would.
Are we even sure it's
so
even
annoyed.
made of bacon? Let's be honest.
And it's obviously not real meat. It is plastic that's been coloured and flavoured. But I would like to at least think that I can have my fake plastic meat every now and again, without them damn lose. I don't care if the Muslims don't like it, but I would prefer to have an option for it. You know, like they can have an option not for it, and we can have an option for it.
But you can say, can I have that sandwich without the bacon?
Yeah, I mean, why don't they just say, can I have a halal one instead of a regular one, and have both options? Because that way you're not being a cunt. Halal, it means Muslim okay meat stuff.
I thought that was few okay.
No, that's kosher. Diversity, bitch. I study it.
Sorry, we don't study other religions in this country.
No, we just offend them and then tell them to get out of my country.
To be fair, America, I must applaud you on your immigration stuff. Well
Controls,
done.
they're very good.
Yeah. Unlike ours, if you live within the EU and you have an EU passport, you can live here.
You can come live
and
in
claim
the UK.
benefits.
No strings attached.
You can get in the UK with a driver's license. That's how bad it is.
David Cameron, if you're listening to this, get some balls and nuke Russia.
Get some balls and leave the EU.
Yes.
I don't
do
want-
something. Do
I
something
don't
funny.
want to vote for UKIP because they're all a bunch of drunks. They have some really bad ideas, but they want to leave the EU. And
Actually,
that's why right
I
now
do
they're
like
swinging
UKIP.
my vote.
Not a lot,
Right.
but they did have one policy that I do agree with.
Yeah.
Legalising handguns.
No.
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
do you know how much of a bad idea that'll be in London?
Well, you would shoot up your school.
No, he wouldn't. He doesn't have the balls.
No, probably don't. Anyway, America, well done on your handgun laws. I wish we had them here. For those of you who don't know, handguns were legal in this country until about 16 years ago.
When we were born. Well, I was born before that, but...
Yes. And our police do carry handguns. Not all of them.
There you go.
Some of them.
To carry a handgun, you have to go through specialist police handgun training, at which point you can carry either a taser or a handgun only at specific allowed times with I think it's a sergeant who has to approve it.
Unless you're a firearm police officer, which you have to, protect the...
But, yeah, if you're a firearms police officer, you have to carry it or something, I don't know. I should know this. I'll ask tomorrow at college.
But you have to protect the Queen, because we love the Queen.
We do love our Queen.
The Queen is God.
No.
I think every time we play the intro, we should have the national anthem in the background.
Yeah, we had...
I think all your new intros for the PKA should just be the national anthem and the Union flag. And they should be the best song ever and have nothing to do with PKA.
Yeah. Did you see what happened at Buckingham Palace the other day?
No, I wasn't there. I was generally down here.
I don't usually just
travel to Buckingham
one of
Palace
the
to see
Queen's
my Bessie
guards,
the Queen.
The Queen's guards, for foreign people, they are the people in red who stand outside the Queen's houses.
The guards.
Yeah, who aren't supposed to move.
Yeah.
But this one did move, and he went up to a bloke who was shouting at the police, pointed his rifle and bayonet in his face.
I've read this, yeah.
Threatened to shoot him. And the guy...
No, he threatened to stab him with the bayonet, which is actually a much more just, defiable death for him. Because he has legal rights, because he could technically class that as threatening the Queen. Because he was shouting about how he couldn't get in and how he was going to, break into it and everything. Therefore, that guard then had rights to kill him.
Pretty much, yeah.
It would be like a reenactment of when when Prince Joffrey, in season 1, tries to cut the butcher kid's face. That was quite funny. Game of Thrones talk.
Oh, I love Game of Thrones.
I started watching it the other day. It's so good.
I've downloaded a mod for a game called Mount and Blade Warband, which changes all of the game to Westeros, and all of the characters to Game of Thrones characters, so I can literally play through. It starts from about season 2-ish, and you can play through it as aligned to any king you want, and just change the Game of Thrones history how you want. It's brilliant.
Okay. Right, well, let's finish the Queen talk, shall we?
Oh, I love the Queen.
Queen talk. Best goddamn segment on BTC.
But where would you think about the Queen in different ways?
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't love the Queen? She's the best.
Most people.
Anyway.
The person everyone thinks about differently is Kate Middleton. That's her name.
Kate Middleton. Yeah.
Yeah, she is a she's a Pwilf princess I like to fuck.
I don't know about you, but Pippa Middleton is a bumilf. A bridesmaid I'd love to Facebook.
Wow, you set your standards so low, you can't even fantasize.
There is a Facebook page called the Pippa Middleton Ass Appreciation Society.
The founding member is right there.
The founding member is Prince Philip. I'm sorry, America.
One does love a good bum.
You have to be British for British talk, but yeah. Our Buckingham Palace is where the Queen lives, but it's not very well protected, let's be honest. Your White House, it's pretty much the most impenetrable building in the world. Buckingham Palace was broken into twice in the past
Like
year.
50 times.
Yeah.
Twice.
But
And
not many
one of
people,
them-
not as many people want to assassinate the Queen as would like to assassinate Obama.
He gets
Because in
30
America,
death threats a day.
according to what I've seen from America, everything that goes wrong at all, like someone drops their coffee or anything, it's all Obama's fault. So
Do you know what the problem is there?
yeah,
Racism.
yeah, it's because they had the black coffee. If it was the white coffee, it would be thanks Bush, twat.
Oh, I don't know enough about America to be talking about presidents, but yeah.
I know a few presidents.
Personally?
Yeah, personally, I've actually got Bill Clinton in my back garden right now. He's making snowmen. It's not even snowing. In fact, it's been quite a warm day today.
So fucked on cocaine, he thinks it's snowing.
Yeah, I've just got that much cocaine in my garden. Bill Clinton turned up.
What we're talking about, yeah. Buckingham Palace, Royal
Oh
Protection...
look, there's Charlie Sheen as well.
Royal Protection Police pointed rifles at what they thought was an intruder and ordered him to get on the ground because he was walking in Buckingham Palace's back garden. That is not a euphemism either. And this person was Prince Andrew, who is the Queen's son.
To be fair,
I don't even
No
know
one
who
knows
Prince Andrew is, to be honest.
more people can name the American presidencies for the last 20 years than can name people who are royals. I kind of consider myself a minority by the fact I can name more former kings and queens
We
of the
should
UK than I
consider our
can.
minorities, since our royal family is German.
Yeah, it has been German for a while.
If you didn't know that, the royal family is German.
But they're only German in the same way I'm Italian.
Yes.
Yeah, they're only German in the way that I'm Irish.
You're Irish?
You're not Irish.
Yeah,
I'm
my
Scottish,
grandparents
man.
are.
Back up.
No, you're not.
You're not Scottish.
Just because you want to be something does not make you something.
It's like saying I'm...
Not fat.
yeah, that's like saying that.
It's like when you say you can run.
Yeah.
Oh, you'd know about that.
Yeah. For people who don't know, the Kaiser, who was the leader of Germany in World War One, is the cousin of the Queen.
Who is having a serious masturbate?
What even is that?
Oh, that's just me spinning the headphones. Is that
Oh,
what
I
it
thought
is?
you were just masturbating.
Americans, we call it wanking. The Americans don't call it that.
Don't they?
They call it fapping.
What?
They call it fapping.
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 I thought that was just an internet thing. I thought they'd say wanking. I swear I've heard an American
They rarely
parody
ever say,
music video where they say wanking.
They rarely ever say
I'm pretty
wanking.
sure they have. I'm pretty sure they have. Well, your sources are like PKA.
All Americans who watch this, can you please comment in the comment section if you have commonly said or have heard someone say wanking used to mean masturbation? I never thought I'd have to say that.
For every time one of you says yes, we will punch Mike.
No, because then it's going to be a biased result.
Yeah.
I know, but I want to be able to punch
Because
Mike.
James, shut up.
all the fucknards are going to come
Why
on
do this?
and they're going to, say, oh yeah, wanking, and then everyone's going to beat me up.
Let's face it, no one's going to actually watch this part of the podcast anyway.
Yeah, everyone's
like
will
50
sleep
minutes
by
in.
now.
Right now we're talking.
They'll just be like, fuck this, I'm just going to go watch PKA.
Yeah.
Give us a thumbs up if you're still watching this. Or don't if you want, because I don't give a shit. Fucking do what you want. You're this far into the podcast, you've got to be crazy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Think how bad it is for us, we have to actually fucking record it.
Yeah. Oh.
Ugh.
Has anyone been permanently banned from somewhere?
Yes.
Really?
I can't remember which shop it is. But when I was with a few mates, we got into a scrap. Not a proper fight, a little scrap. And we basically knocked over a load of crap. And it was just it was literally like in those movie scenes where you see someone knock something and then a massive chain reaction happens and shit flies everywhere, and we're like, oh shit. It was like that, and we got thrown out of the shop and said, "You ever come back in here?" And I couldn't understand what he was saying. It's not because I'm racist; it's because I just couldn't be asked to listen, and because I'm slightly racist.
Oh, you're going to get the racist left in that. You're in a wheelchair already.
I am actually in a chair that has wheels in it.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Why don't they sell Easter eggs that around time that when it isn't Easter? Because Cadbury's make the best Easter
Are you
eggs.
broken?
Am I broken?
What do you mean is he broken?
Yes, that's why I'm in a wheelchair, bitch. No,
James,
have you ever had the Cadbury's Easter eggs, the big ones?
I have.
They're nicer than actual normal Cadbury's chocolate.
Exactly,
Is
yeah.
Cadbury's an American company now?
No, it's British, but it's owned by Kraft, which are currently owned by Americans. But I think Kraft originated as a German company. I don't know. I may look
Most
this up.
chocolate is.
Kraft.
Oh, so the people who own one of our favourite companies is German.
No, American.
No, it was German.
Yeah, they're American.
Nothing against Germany. Just, you did start on us twice. Probably three times that we don't know about.
But they did. No, back in history, they've started on us a lot more than twice.
Abba?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hashtag YOLO.
It's been
You want to kill yourself?
since they've been called Germany, I think they have technically only started on us twice.
Yeah.
But the area.
Love you, Germany.
I do love you, Germany, because you make some nice cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, and chocolate. They do make some nice chocolate.
And you make some
No,
good
they
plates
don't.
for us.
Yes, they do.
Shut
Oh,
up.
shut up, James. You're from
They
the
make
UK. There is no better chocolate than Cadbury's. Repeat
there's
after me.
actually
There is no better chocolate than Cadbury's.
Belgian chocolate.
No better chocolate than
Just because
Cadbury's.
you're rich.
There is no better chocolate than Guardian chocolate.
Shut up, James. You know nothing.
I
You know
everything.
nothing, James Snow. You're a bastard.
I'll kill you.
No, you
For the
can't be Jon
Americans
Snow 'cause he
listening,
gets some.
or anyone like that,
I'll kill you like Wales' chances killed themselves.
No, they haven't been German. They have always been American. I don't know where I thought they came from.
for the Americans listening, it is very British to insult your best friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody in the world does that, so do Americans.
No, they don't. It's just the Brits, really, and the
Only
Aussies.
the British insult your best friend, and it can be considered as nothing.
Oh, Kraft invented pasteurized processed cheese, also known as American cheese.
Trees.
Trees.
They got
Yeah,
fake
American
trees.
trees. American cheese. And that's how they started, as a cheese factory.
Okay. Right. Question for James.
Hello.
If you woke up in the morning and you were Prince Philip for a day, for a day, what would you do? What would you do?
First of all, I'd walk outside, look around, and be like, give all the peasants the pennies. Like,
All the
throwing money
peasants
at them.
the pennies.
Yeah, like, just say it, like, put some sunglasses on.
He says this because he's the only one who isn't a peasant.
Just be like, give them peasants them pennies. Be like, I am your saviour.
You're really not.
Giving you the monies.
I'd hate to interrupt with your boring chat about boringness that no one's ever interested in, but
This is basically this entire...
Part of the Kraft takeover of Cadbury's was funded by the Royal Bank of Scotland, which is part owned by the state, which means the public. That means every citizen of the UK technically owns a part of Cadbury's.
I'm going to use this to my advantage.
You can't.
Damn it.
The government controls our stocks and shit.
No.
Damn you, David Cameron. You're reenacting Finding Nemo. First you lose your daughter in a pub, and then you get stung by a jellyfish.
I don't want to... Promise me you'll never get into politics.
Yeah, well,
I
you
won't.
would actually, like, destroy the country.
Me? Yeah, we would.
You would, like... You would just literally give them one order, and it would just be invade.
I would be the King Joffrey of Britain.
Yeah, but spoiler alert, if you are not caught up with season 4, which you should be if you haven't read the fucking books, I'm gonna spoil this now. You die, bitch.
I already knew that, and I haven't even watched the full series. I'm still
Wait,
in season
what is
1.
this?
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones, season 4.
Game of Thrones talk. Let's do this right now.
Joffrey dies. If you I gave you fair spoiler warning. If any of you complain about it, I'm going to come round your house, stick my testicles in your mouth, and watch you lick them.
Oh, we are the nicest people ever.
The thing is that some people would enjoy it.
Sorry, I'm going to roll over to your house because I'm in a wheelchair.
They
Apparently.
see me rolling. They hate
it.
I love Tyrion. He's the best character because he's a midget.
He is such a lad. He is how I imagine I model myself.
If you're a midget.
If he gets tits and drink alcohol all the time, and
I was watching the first episode in ICT. Was not a good idea.
Oh, so hardcore.
You don't know why? Because there are about 3 to 4 sex scenes in the first episode, and my teacher saw.
There's I think they worked out there's an average of 7 tits per episode or something. I don't know. I can't remember the official figures.
That's an odd number.
You know the internet's good when you
7
get viewing figures
pairs
of tits.
I was going to say.
Just one's missing a boob.
I did see this interesting figure online where it said a certain amount last year this amount of people got married, and it ended in a 1. So hang on, that's an odd amount of people.
I don't know
who
about
got
you, but
married.
I love marrying chairs.
Amputee.
I did marry my right ankle. It was good.
I did marry my right hand.
You would.
Danny, obviously I'm going to ask you this question first. Would you ever get penis enlargement?
I don't need to.
Clearly, that's why I was
Well, no, I'm 14 years old. So, yeah.
Would you ever?
Obviously not. Well, no, it depends.
It depends on what.
What's the point if it's sort of massive?
No, because it's really not.
Yeah. But what if it did?
It's not going to get massive. Yeah.
Why? The thing that worries me is why do you want to know this?
I don't even know. Oh, right. Let's prank call Tesco.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, God.
Well, would you like to fill them in on the whole meat horse scandal?
Oh, this is one of my favourites. A couple of years ago, there was found that horse DNA was represented in a lot of the different foods that were on sale in Tesco's, specifically their beef burgers and lasagna. Now, Tesco is a major fast food chain, a major supermarket in the UK, equivalent to something like Target or Walmart. And yeah, the UK was a bit peeved about the fact they were selling us horse meat, pretending it was cow meat. And I think it's
You basically found out we were eating like everything.
to be fair, horse is better for you than cow. Less fat, it's cheaper, and you can get a workout of its living first. So I don't know why we don't eat horse constantly. And I prefer horse, it's nicer taste. I actually prefer rabbit and squirrel. Those are two of my favourites.
Have you ever eaten horse?
Yes, because I had the lasagna, and it was a nice lasagna.
I don't actually shop at Tesco's.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry,
You
Mr.
steal
Rich.
from
I
Sainsbury's.
shop at Sainsbury's.
Sorry,
Yeah, you
shop.
You don't shop, you steal 20p Freddo.
Okay, and calling Tesco.
Yeah, so let's call Tesco's to...
Access to the number you have dialed is not free of charge from mobile phones. Please redial
Well done, mate.
0.
I hate thing. Right, there's another number here.
So basically, Tesco's has realised everyone prank calls them and has finally put a charge on their service.
There we go. Might need a dial pad for this.
You have been forwarded to a voicemail system.
Haha. Fail.
55555 does not subscribe to this service. A valid attendant number has not been specified. Your session cannot be continued at this time. Please try again later. Goodbye.
Sorry,
What
what?
the hell was that?
I don't even know. What the
That sounded
hell?
so weird.
What was that?
I don't know. Tesco, well done. Your prank call people has worked very well.
It sounded like it was just like a satanic voice.
It was one of the automated things.
Tesco's is run by Satan.
Welcome to the Tesco's automated
Right,
service
I
line.
think.
This is the end of your life. Goodbye.
What's the American thing where you can sell stuff on?
eBay,
No, the other one.
Amazon,
No, the other one.
Oh, Lord, there's like two.
Where you can,
eBayzon.
no, where you can sell your own
Craigslist?
stuff. Craigslist, that's the one.
That's not American, that's worldwide, mate.
Oh well, I don't use it, do I? Craigslist UK.
Let's get
London.
Craigslist now.
Craigslist.
Look for
Right.
message, because there's usually
Casual
people.
encounters. Yes.
What?
I don't know, it just said casual encounters.
Go for it.
T4M. Want Coke and cock.
Yes. Hello, I can offer Coke and penis. Would you like a Coca-Cola?
Late night BJ for horny cocks.
Go for that one. Go for it. Go for it.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
there's a nice picture of a nice house here. Do not contact me with unsolicited services or offers. What does that even mean?
Mm.
My phone provider. O2 are going to be like so mad.
Why?
They'll be like, why the fuck is he calling prostitutes?
Because, you know, you're a horny 12-year-old.
Right, are we ready? What should we say?
Just
I
like,
don't know.
you're supposed to prank call, mate.
I don't know. Right.
You make it up on the spot, does that work?
That's how prank calling works. You just got to
Okay.
not be shit.
The number you have called is not recognized.
Oh my god!
That's the same voice as the one on Tesco's.
Because
It's following you.
it's the cum dump taking loads. Mm. Oh god, no, that's not nice. That's
What?
Kyle stuff.
What?
Ooh,
There is a
Oh,
picture
no.
of a tranny on my computer screen now.
don't mind a bit of tranny.
Kyle, if only you were here. Right.
I personally prefer wheelchair porn.
Oh,
Amazing.
You can buy specific wheelchairs that are made just for having sex in.
what?
Tight anal, let me message you. NSA, NSA, punish me.
Okay, go for that one.
Hang on, I'm seeing what else there is. Discussion forums, kink. Oh, that's a lot of ASCII art. Women seeking men.
Go for men seeking men. Go for it, it'd be funny.
Yeah, that would be so funny.
Just sound like really nerdy.
Passive packy. Oh my god. Let's go for this. Oh, that's just not nice. Right. I don't know if this number will work, but... I really don't want to do this.
Do it. If Kyle can do it, you can.
Yeah, but Kyle is a professional. I'm not. Right, let's go.
I don't care.
Oh, it's ringing.
Thanks for calling O2. Our phone lines are closed, but
Oh,
you
what?
can still get some help.
Hey, that voice is following you.
They said thanks for calling O2.
O2.
Mate, I swear that voice is like satanically haunting you.
That's the normal. That's the
Music,
automated
Yeah,
voice.
it turns out what
but
actually
it's the same even across different networks and shit. And Tesco's, it's following you. I'm a bit worried.
It's the O2 one, isn't it?
If you wake up dead and there's a little, your phone keeps saying, like, thank you for calling. The Wells is dead.
Oh my god.
Guys, my phone's ringing.
Your phone's ringing.
Yeah,
That's cute. Who is it?
I don't know, it just dropped.
Are you being serious right now?
Yeah, I'm really fucking
This is
that
really.
shut me up a bit.
Oh my god, I'm scared to leave my room.
You never
It's
leave
an
your room
unknown
anyway because
number.
you're gay.
I'm not shitting you.
Are you kidding me?
Should I call it back?
Yeah, go.
You guys on the call won't be able to hear this. This is not connected.
You can put it on speaker.
No,
Yeah.
because it will just give a load of feedback.
Oh, no,
Hello?
you're fine.
Hello? 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 I went to answer phone.
Hello. It's
Oh,
David.
that was a
Yeah,
bit
that-
boring, wasn't it? I was expecting the weird voice lady to say, "Look out of your window. I am eating your children." Ha ha ha. That's like, shit.
Oh.
That's the worst place to look out of. That's where my sword is.
Get your sword ready.
Yeah, what's my sword going to do about an electronic ghost lady that seems to travel through phones and talk about Tesco's and O2 and shit?
Do you think that children should be sheltered from unhappiness?
No?
No.
How the hell are children supposed to grow up if they don't understand what being unhappy is? They're just going to turn out to be little spoilt shits like James.
Exactly.
I'm just going through this list of questions. They're all terrible. Well, have you ever been pulled over by a police officer?
Yes.
What for?
The last time I was pulled over by a police
The
officer.
last time?
It's not a regular occurrence.
More than
It's
once?
just happened. Yeah, it's happened more than once.
Oh, okay.
Last time it was me and my mate were walking back home from the train station, carrying our kit from college, all our stuff, and because we have to take a spare pair of clothes into college for doing things.
Because they do.
Because it's an
special
outdoors
things.
course, you know. We had a big duffel bag, and it was pretty heavy. It had his laptop in, all his work stuff, everything. So we were
Big
carrying
road
it between us. I had one handle, he had the other. And there had been a fair few burglaries around recently. It never occurred to us that two guys carrying a big duffel bag that burglars use to steal shit, walking down the street would seem like a bit of a bad idea. Next thing we know, a police van stops next to us and says, "Can you put the bag down, please?" I'm like, why? He says, "Just put the bag down and come over here." And
See, in
Yeah, right.
America, we don't have to put our... not in America. In this country, we don't have to put our hands up because we don't have a gun pointing down our throat.
yeah, the police officer was just in a big ass van that could run us over and do more damage
I'd rather
because
be
it wouldn't
shot.
kill us.
I would rather be shot, to be honest.
Yeah, because that would have a chance to kill us. Being run over by a big ass van would not be nice. And yeah, so he said, "Come over here." He said, "I need you to open. You to open out and empty the contents of that bag." Like, yeah, sure, but why? And he was just like, "There's been a string of burglaries in this area, and we've had one reported tonight. And you two, we need to see what's in that to see if you guys are suspects or something." I can't remember exactly what he said, but something like that. And we were just there like, shit, this guy thinks we robbed a house. So we open up the duffel bag, show him it's just our stuff from college, and he's searching through, and he's just looking for anything. And he doesn't find anything. And he's just like, "Sorry for wasting your time." And he leaves. And then We opened the second chamber of the bag, and there was all the stuff we burgled.
My dad got arrested once. You know, I think it was like the 1980s or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know the 1980s. I wasn't born then, bitch.
Well, in the 1980s, there was a massive killing spree committed by someone with some bag or something like that, and they go around like killing children and stuff and tourists and people like that.
Sounds like a great guy
He's
to
a good
go
guy,
have
let's
dinner
be
with.
honest. Actually, I'll try and find the thingy. You guys keep talking. I'll try and find it.
You were telling the story. What the hell are you doing?
Well, you talk about something else while I try and find it.
Find what?
Try and find the police thing. I don't know, the news
police
report.
thing.
I don't know.
Just tell him. Just don't get the news report. Don't go shit.
I just typed in mass killing. I don't know. Count me out.
Mike.
Oh, there's lots of
Just
pictures
tell
of genocide. Yeah, and my dad was a suspect. They thought he killed a bunch of people, and
Did he?
No, he didn't. He just killed a couple of
Same.
people, not all of them, but.
And if you want to talk about people who have got arrested, Mike isn't one of them because he doesn't steal enough to actually be considered as a real criminal.
23 Shreddos.
I stole one Freddo. I'm sorry.
One.
Yeah. Well, go.
So, basically, when Mike's away from Sainsbury's and not doing his devious crimes, he's we are often doing some gaming stuff. And I want to know what you guys' 3 favourite video games are. And then I'm going to rate you and judge you personally on what they are. James, I already know your number 1.
Yep.
Battlefield.
Four.
For retards. So what's your number 2 and 3?
What's your number
We
2?
just have a look. Right behind me, I would say 4.
That's the way you find your number 2, isn't it?
Oh. No, I'd have to go for Call of Duty 4. That would be number 3, actually, and number 2 would be a game that I don't really play much anymore, but I really did like it and think it was pretty underrated. You probably never heard of it. It's called Endless Ocean 2, Adventures of the Deep, and it was like a diving simulator, and it's pretty fun.
James, do you want to actually get a girlfriend? Don't play Diving Simulator.
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, but people say that My Little Pony's pretty good, but I don't watch it.
No, because you get like attacked by sharks and stuff, so
Yes, because that makes it a good game.
it does.
Call of Duty Ghosts has sharks, and it doesn't make that a good game.
Yeah, but that's just like, for 12-year-olds. Anyway, let's do Mike.
I don't even know. I don't game that much.
Because you're a noob.
You do.
Because he doesn't have time, he doesn't have women, and he doesn't have a life. So what do you spend your time doing?
Well, nothing.
Masturbating.
Watching Game of Thrones.
How far are you into it?
I am in season 1, episode 8 since last night.
Wow. You've got about 25 hours to catch up.
Oh, crap. Don't worry, I can do that. I have exams in like 3 weeks, but it doesn't matter.
I did watch a lot of Game of Thrones before my exams because I was in hospital when I was doing my GCSE exams with glandular fever. So when I came back, I had nothing to do. I was sat at home. I couldn't do anything. Glandular fever drains your energy. You don't have the energy to do anything. So I was literally all day watching Game of Thrones. It was a good life. I wish I had it again. I don't consider me a weird person.
Would you rather have legs as long as your fingers, or have fingers as long as your legs?
I'd rather have fingers as long as my legs, because you imagine kicking someone in the face would be piss easy. And the amount of money I can make off it, I'd just be like, slapping someone, and I'd literally throw them across the room. They can be like, ah, and I'm like, yeah, bitch.
But imagine if you're trying to finger someone.
Well, they better be good. They've got it's what you call a massive. Well, why would I finger someone? I could just use my cock.
Yeah.
Just
Jeremy,
skip the formalities.
what would you go for?
He's just going to copy me because, you know, he doesn't have his own opinions. Oh.
Would you rather
Ow.
be able
Just
to
ran
run
over my foot
with your wheelchair?
with my wheelchair.
Yeah,
But it's fine because I can't feel my foot because, you know, I'm disabled.
yeah. You're the brand
That's
Stark
why you were
of
saying
this
that.
call.
I am Bran Stark.
Would you...
Does that make you Hodor?
I can't carry you, I'm not strong enough.
No one's strong enough.
Hodor Neil. Hodor. I'm Tyrion because he's the best.
No, because you're short.
Would you rather be able to run at 100 miles an hour or fly at 10 miles an hour?
Depends. Does flying take any effort? Does it take as much effort as running?
Yeah.
So if I fly, it will take as much effort as running.
Yeah, I'll go for that.
So then I'll definitely run at 100 miles an hour.
But you
Because
get
even
to
though I can fly as the crow flies, I'll be tired, you know, and I wouldn't have got anywhere near as far.
If I was able to fly, I wouldn't do it for long periods of time. I'd just do it, you know, for the
Pop
YOLO.
to the shops.
Yeah, for the YOLOs.
I would just sort of like, if it didn't cost me any like energy and anything, I could just keep doing it fine, like Superman style. Then I'll just like go, let's go for a holiday trip to Italy. It'll take about a week, but sure we can get there.
Do you know who it does take a week to get to Italy? James.
Yeah.
You could have
James.
flown on a plane, but no, you had to take about 20 different trains.
James, would you like to tell the story of your dad and
Okay.
trains?
Okay, yeah, right, okay. So basically...
No.
Okay, so we went to this club in...
Sorry.
Shut up, Mike. We went to this flipping hyperventilating. Right, so me and my family went on a holiday to like a trip around Europe. So we went
Because you're rich.
to London. Anyway, so we went to London on a train, spent the night there. Just normal stuff happened, you know. We went, looked around. Went to Paris, same thing basically. A night, looked around, blah blah blah. And so the next day, we got on this train that was supposed to be going to Venice. So we get on it, and it's a sleeper train. So it goes for the night, and you sleep on the train in these little bed things. So halfway, no, not halfway, maybe a quarter way there. It's about 3 hours into the train journey. The staff said to my family, "Don't put the beds down yourself because you'll hurt yourself." And they said, "We'll come back and do them in 10 minutes." 2 hours later, we never got the staff come back and did the bed. So instead of asking someone to do it, my dad went into my sister's room, pulled the bed down. I hear smash, and he's cut his head open as the bed absolutely has just wrecked his head. So basically, he's all right, but he's got a massive gash, and he could probably like kill himself. So get off. And are you laughing, Will?
He could probably kill himself, you said.
He'd probably kill himself. And so yeah. Basically, we got off in the middle of nowhere. Me and my dad, the rest of my family continued on this train to this place called Dijon. If you ever had Dijon mustard, that's where it's made. Like, so we go to the hospital, and in the hospital, it's like really terrifying. It's like full of druggies and stuff. So my dad gets taken around, sat here, and so I haven't told you guys this yet, but I'm sat on this bed, and this guy, this drunk tramp guy, like comes up behind me and starts pushing the bed, like me sleeping on it. So I'm just like, what? I was turning around and like, can you not? And he's French, so he's just like, there. And the nurse comes along and like takes him away and stuff. So anyway, I also heard like this woman hyperventilating and then she died. So and I can only describe the noises as well as laugh. That's what her hyperventilating sounds like. And so it's now 1 o'clock in the morning. We get a taxi back to the train station. My dad's all right. He's just got a few stitches. And we're now outside the train station that's shut. We're supposed to be in Venice. Well, we're supposed to be on a train going through the Alps. But no, we're stuck in a place called Dijon. And so we finally found a hotel. And
I love how your family split up.
Yeah, they leave you with your dad to like die alone in a hospital.
Yeah, my dad died and stuff. it'd be great if my dad died in that hospital.
Did you just say it'd be great if your dad died in a hospital?
You know what? No, it would be a bit bad if my dad died and I was just stuck there.
I think that's not your main problem.
There, not the fact your dad died. You're so nice.
Damn it, I'm stuck here. Like your dad said,
See, with my family, we actually care about each other, so if one of us was in hospital, we would at least send a postcard.
I would at least consider you in a prayer.
Even though we're atheists. So it's quite an interesting story, James, but honestly, I guess mine was a lot better.
Yeah, I had to kind of oppose that.
Yeah, yours doesn't involve lesbians. Unless those train attendants were lesbians, in which case...
It could well have been.
Well, they're French, though, so don't really like it.
Hairy.
Very hairy.
Right, I'm going to talk about preparation.
Preparation of food?
No, I'm not Danny.
Preparation like how we never proper presentation for this podcast.
Yes. Do you have anything prepared for an apocalypse?
Oh yeah,
yes.
I do.
I have a lot of swordsmanship training and a sword.
I have a lot of stuff later. Remember that plan I made up? You know my cellar. Yeah, I made a plan.
The plan was to be a faggot.
No, remember that my cellar is like partially nuclear proof.
It's not nuke proof.
It's just white. That doesn't count.
Just because it's a basement does not make it nuke proof. It's got a bloody sun hole thing.
There's this thing that goes over it.
Danny, are you aware of what gamma radiation can do?
Yeah.
It can go through 6 inches of lead.
Yeah, I know. That's why you go down that little bit. You know the bit I mean.
Yeah, but that can't stop.
That is 3 inches of glass, not 6 inches of lead.
Not that thing. The little hidey hole thing.
It's open wide.
Also,
what was the door?
Anyway.
Excuse me if you can hear me chewing. I am enjoying a biscuit right now.
I'm enjoying a nice glass of milk, actually.
Milk or milk?
Actual milk.
Oh.
So, Danny, what else do you have prepared?
I got an air rifle. So.
Air rifle, that's going to be very useful in an apocalypse.
It's amazing.
To be honest, I just use the butt of the weapon and just hit everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's why I have a sword.
It could kill zombies.
Thing is with the UK is that firearms are not very common. Not very common at all. So a sword, like mine, would be very useful. Incredibly useful. In fact, I'll probably be the most powerful person in that area.
They are more common than you think, though, Americans. I have held an AR-15.
You can, if you want to use a rifle in the UK, it's not that difficult to. You just can't own one.
Unless you have a license.
Unless you have a Section 1 firearms license, which is difficult to get.
Yeah. Or you can just buy a shotgun license and just own one of them. Have some shotgun
licenses. As long as you're a farmer or have a relation to one, you can get a shotgun license.
You can own a pistol if you're a vet. Just to shoot animals in the face.
I'd love to shoot an animal in the face, but I prefer just setting snares and catching rabbits and squirrels.
Yeah.
Danny, do you have a topic?
We could play, what do we call it? Would you rather?
Would you rather? Okay.
Are we 12 years old all of a sudden?
I've already got Would You Rather open anyway.
Alright.
Would you rather speak any other language fluently or be able to talk to animals?
Speak any other language fluently. Could you imagine how shit and boring it would be to talk to a fucking animal?
Yeah, I think I'd rather speak.
I'll just be talking to my dog and he'd be like, food, 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 food. Walkies, 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 walkies. If I'm talking to like any language, I can go to South Korea where I want to go visit, visit there for a week, not have any language barrier issues. And if I ever get accused of terrorism for any reason whatsoever, I don't know, I can just talk my way out of it.
Okay. I had a dream where I was accused of terrorism once.
That wasn't a dream, that was actually last week.
Well,
that was because you tried to purchase 50,000 tons of explosives.
Yeah, C4 market is treacherous. The dream was that I was in France, and I walked across the road, and suddenly, like, 20 French police officers chased me down and pointed guns to my head, and I just went, "Je suis anglais," which is French for "I'm English," and they were, "Oh, oui," and just put their guns away and just left me alone. I was like, oh, okay, slightly racist. Would you rather not fuck a goat and have everyone think you fucked a goat, or would you rather fuck a goat but no one will ever find out?
Can I mix the two? Can I have everyone know that I fucked a goat? Just want proof that I did.
Farouk, he fucks the goats.
Farouk, he is the god of goat fucking.
Americans, you don't know. We have a TV show over here called Bluestone 42, which is the best goddamn TV show ever.
It's basically MASH, but in the modern time.
They don't know what MASH is. Oh, do they know what MASH is? I'm sure they do.
MASH is an American show.
I'm sorry, I don't know these things.
It's basically modern day UK MASH.
Yeah. And in the UK, you're allowed to swear a lot. Past 9 o'clock, you can say anything.
Except cunt, which has to be reserved for 10.
Yeah. Past 10 o'clock, any word can be used on TV.
Mm-hmm.
Probably apart from the N-bomb.
You can drop the N-bomb as long as it's not used offensively.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, this is the worst question ever.
Can I just interrupt?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I'm moving to France.
No.
The reason why? They've made a new law which makes it illegal to work after 6 p.m.
I now want to go to northern France.
It would be so good if there weren't any French people there.
Mm-hmm.
What if you're a police officer?
I'm assuming it has exceptions. Like when we used to not be able to work on Sundays.
Yeah. Well, we're in British summertime, so we have more time to work. Why, thank you, Defence of the Belmac.
Sorry, but do you work? No.
I do sometimes.
You don't work.
You do paper round.
Yeah, no.
If
Well,
you
works
count
for
that
McDonald's,
as a job,
it doesn't count.
It does count. It's shitter than a regular job.
Right. Worst would you rather question ever. Would you rather watch your parents have sex every day of your life, or join in once to stop it?
I'd rather do the first one, because otherwise I wouldn't have anything to masturbate to.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Special hell. Oh,
there is a special hell that even the child molesters aren't going to. It's just me.
Oh dear.
What is racquetball?
I'm assuming it's a game involving rackets and balls.
Would you rather never have to worry about money, or live in a world with Pokemon?
Well, if I lived in a world with Pokemon, I could just train them up and then get money from other people from basically animal cruelty, where my Pokemons beat their Pokemons into oblivion. They give me money because I beat them, and then I wouldn't really have to worry about money. Although everything's really expensive, like 200 $Poké for a fucking Pokeball? Fucking dick off.
So you're saying all these pokey things, and I don't know what the fuck you're on about. I was not a 90s kid, I don't know.
Well.
Would we like to do a lightning round?
A lightning round? Is that where I get to shoot you with lightning?
No, a lightning round for Mr. Downing. Mr. Jack Downing.
What's a lightning round?
Where me and Will ask you a bunch of questions, you have to answer them really quickly.
Okay, I'm into this.
Right, I'm just going to get a pen, so...
It'd be better if you gave me some forewarning about this, so that way I could,
Yeah.
prepare something.
I shall pause the recording and we shall go get a pen. So we'll be back
No,
in a
don't
second.
do that. No, don't do that. Well, just keep it going. Well, I talk about my favourite animal, the panda. Because
Okay,
without going too far...
I'll get a pen. I'll go get a pen, hang on.
Oh, no, he's going.
Yay.
Without sounding too off topic, I like pandas. They're really cool. Because they're not racist, right? They're black. They're white. They're Asian. And they don't give a damn. They're all of those things. And they just don't give a damn. No, it's just, why do you need anything else? If you're a hippo, fucking hell. If you're a... Hippos are alright. I prefer pandas. This is what I'm like when I babble on about bullshit.
I'm sorry, did I just stumble in on panda talk?
Panda porn.
Oh, okay. Right. We'll write down some questions while we talk about other stuff.
Yeah, I'm probably... If it's a lightning round, you can't write down questions. You have to lightning them up on the spot.
No, the whole point is you write them down and then you just fire them at him and see what he says.
What? James, what's your favourite colour of calculator?
38.
Colour of calculator. Is he giving birth or is he trying to answer the question? I'm not sure.
He's giving birth to a Big Mac.
No, I don't know.
In case you haven't realised, the only reason I have a job at McDonald's is because James spends all his life eating there.
Yep. McDonald's. What? No, I'm saying no.
Your favourite colour of calculator is McDonald's.
Yeah. No, I don't know. Blue.
Downey, if you had the chance to have sex with a celebrity at any command, and it can be anyone you want, but every time you shag them, your penis gets smaller by 1 inch.
Peter Dinklage. I can explain why. He's a dwarf, so he wouldn't really notice as it got smaller.
So you would have sex with Peter Dinklage, the guy who plays Tyrion.
Pretty handsome dwarf.
But okay, I'm not gonna knock you. Okay, James, would you?
I don't know. Yes.
Who and how many times?
I can go at least 47 times.
I could. Is it allowed to like go like inverted, like in like
So
you know?
get a vagina, so you can
Would
go at
you?
least twice.
So you would like a vagina?
No, I was joking, you idiot. No. Lie. And what's 248.
Is that your favourite colour of calculator?
Yeah.
If you could be good at swimming or running, but no one would ever know, which sandwich would you eat on Wednesday?
I always love the.
I'm sorry for my special needs laugh.
It's because you're special needs.
We're the worst kind of people.
Yeah.
Sorry, American people.
It's okay, because
the British
his
thing.
little brother's special needs, so it's fine. That's our logic.
It's a British thing, yeah. If you called 911...
why would he call 911?
If you called 999, the British version, and the operator on the other end had a heart attack, what would you do?
Probably close it down and open up and call again so I could get someone else, who's not having a heart attack.
What else could you do? You couldn't exactly go, hello, are you alright? While he's there going,
Why wouldn't you call them back and say, oh, by the way, one of your people's having a heart attack?
Well, to be honest, what's the chance that they'll be in the same call centre, The place have got a lot of call centres around.
Exactly. That's the
So I'll
problem.
just pretend it didn't happen and move on, really.
No, but nobody loves you, Ross.
That is
arguments
untrue.
about it.
So, James, what's your
Right.
favourite kind of mug?
The ones that are slightly round at the top, but then square up at the bottom.
You're
very
Hitler's
weird
mother,
ones.
what do you do? But he's unborn yet.
Enjoy it.
By
What is
enjoy
up
it,
with
do you
your
mean enjoy giving birth, or enjoy watching him kill millions of people?
Enjoy watching him killing millions of people.
You are the worst kind of person. You just said that too. You said probably about 3,000 people will watch this, and they're now going to think you're a racist.
Sorry, but
3,000.
the amount of people who watch this already know I'm a racist.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you are incredibly. I don't even know.
Oh my god. Oh well. Oh. Breaking Bad. No one else here has watched it, have they?
No, we actually
Nope.
have lives.
Oh, such a good show.
No, we don't.
Such a good show. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
We apologise for the technical difficulties, that James is a faggot and his internet is crap, therefore he has died. On the rule here, we leave men behind to die.
We aren't US
So-
Marines.
Yeah, we're not US Marines in the UK. We leave men behind to die. So we're going to carry on without him. So now we're down to 2. Again.
Right. Well, you have some gaming news, right?
I do, even though it's been a dead week for gaming. There has been a few bits of news popping up. For those of you who are... What the fuck are you doing?
What?
Can you hear that really loud crack sound?
No.
I think I may be going insane. Never mind. Never mind.
Right. Okay.
For those of you who are PC gamers or fans of Blizzard, it may be a bit difficult for you to be nerds at BlizzCon 2414.
24th.
I'm not sure if it's 14 or 15, I don't really care. As they have increased the ticket price from $150 per person to $200. That's to go to a convention for about 5 games. 5 fucking games.
How many?
I went to a convention in London. It had over, 50 games at it. Cost me a tenner a day to get in. Tenner. In US dollars, that's about $16.
How much is it to get into Comic-Con?
I don't know, I don't give a shit, I'm not a nerd.
Oh. Bow down to the PC master race.
Whoop whoop. I am a PC gamer. One of the best.
One of the best. You ain't no match for Lefty.
No, probably not. I'm very good at a game called Shoot Mania. I'm in one of the top 100 in the UK. I used to be a lot higher, but I stopped playing for fucking ages.
Americans, if you're wondering why we swear so much...
Because we're fucking mugs.
Because we're British.
Yeah, that's what the British do. We don't talk posh and...
I can talk posh if you want. Oh, yeah.
We could talk posh, but we're
yeah.
not faggots, you see, so we're going to carry on talking like we normally are.
Yeah. Actually, I quite like doing the posh accent. It's quite entertaining.
Yeah, but it's shit, just like your Scottish accent.
I'm sorry.
Stop. Shit.
Right. Yeah. So, should we talk about British stereotypes? Because that's not my favourite thing to talk
Yeah,
about.
the problem is I fit into a lot of British stereotypes.
America, most of your stereotypes about us are correct.
Yeah.
We do
have
like tea.
We're
Yes.
really bad teeth.
Well, I wouldn't say we're the worst for teeth. We have...
Compared to America, we are quite bad.
Yes, we don't whiten our teeth that much, even though I've tried. I didn't buy a whitening kit.
You nearly choked on this, like, homemade whitening kit.
Did I?
He was just trying it, and it's like, yeah, it's got bicarbonate of soda and stuff, and he
Yeah.
just had it and just started choking on it, and we were on Skype, and he was like, and we're like, Mike. Oh well, he's dead.
To be honest,
Let's move on.
this isn't the first time I've had biological warfare come upon me. About 2 minutes before the call, I tried to take my contact lenses out, but I forgot that I had chicken with chili powder on that I made myself, and it fucking hurt.
Because he's touched his eyes because he's a stupid bollocks.
It's even making my eyes water thinking about it. I've also pepper sprayed myself as well.
We are going to record me getting pepper sprayed, and we may put it on the channel.
Yeah.
Which shall be fun.
It shall be hilarious.
So it's always been my dream of mine to be pepper sprayed. It's always nice to know what it feels like to be a rapist.
Hashtag YOLO. We don't have that in the UK. Yeah. That's right, America.
What, YOLO?
We don't even have pepper spray in this country.
We do. The police can carry it.
Only the police are allowed to carry it.
Yeah, you need a... It comes under firearms, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
And so do tasers.
Yes, tasers. But the problem is, in the UK, you don't need it. All you need is a knife to stab your mate, and you're fine.
Unless you live up north, you don't need it.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with up north.
Up to north.
Except everyone's... it's not up the north, it's up north. So you don't need to sit on it.
North?
I am half northern, but raised in the south. So that's why I got a south accent, but I act like a northern half the time.
Yeah, you Americans, you can't tell the difference between which accents are which.
They can easily tell the difference between
they can tell, but they still think
Norwich
it sounds
and
amazing.
someone from Devon.
But they still think it sounds amazing.
I can assure you, any American that meets a pikey is a word meaning antisocial person who is
a petty theft.
Yeah, so are you. It's hard to explain, but basically they're the worst kind of humans. Go Google them. Google chav, CHAV. You get far.
You get far.
You get far googling chavs.
Oh yeah. There are lots of different accents in this country, as I'm sure there are in every other country. We're from the south, from a big town called Bournemouth.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Those of you who are from that area, please don't stalk us. We will kill you. Slowly, and I'll put you in my rape chamber and rape you. Repeatedly. With my sword. And I'm not talking about my pork sword. Although I could be.
Will owns a sword.
2, actually, now. I did have more at times on and off, but...
You bought another one?
Yeah,
Where's the other one?
It's not coming. It's not here yet. It's coming soon.
Yeah. Is it even better than the one you have now?
It's a different style of sword. I've got a Crusader style sword. It's nice, heavy. It's useful with a shield. I'm getting a saber, which is more later on in time. 1800s-ish. It's an infantry saber. It's good for slicing people's heads off, for duels, for when your rifle's down, or, It's good.
That's my main favourite thing about Game of Thrones, is going around cutting each other's heads off.
Yeah, they don't really use sabers in Game of Thrones, because I think the time period it's based in is a bit...
I heard they get
before
guns.
sabers.
I heard they get guns eventually.
What do you mean?
Are there ever rifles in Game of Thrones?
No. I think there are like cannons and explosives, but I don't... To be fair, we've been... Since the 1300s, we've been using gunpowder and gunpowder-like materials to make things go boom.
Right. Have we got any other topics we want to talk about?
Have we paused?
Well, that's quite interesting. This guy has got a swimming pool in his roof.
Go for it.
As a luxury 9 million Marbella holiday villa has a glass roof but the roof is a swimming pool.
Oh, that's quite interesting.
So you can see people swimming in your roof.
Ah, does that make him a bit of a pervert?
Maybe.
See,
Always wear underwear.
yeah, don't go skinny dipping in his pool, because he's probably just there jacking it off, twisting the chicken, working the crank.
Oh, that's not. This guy's got a full caved head in.
Oh, well, what the fuck are you looking at?
It's the Daily Mail website.
Yeah, of course, it's the Daily Mail. For those of you who have been watching from the beginning, the Daily Mail is a pile of shit.
One of our MPs got egged.
Oh yeah, he's
Nigel
not
Farage.
an MP actually.
Yeah.
Nigel Farage is a member of the UK Independence Party. He's an MEP. He's a part of the the member of European Parliament.
Yeah, let's not do politic talk because most people don't
'Cause,
understand it, including me.
Out of the 2 viewers we have left, they're all gonna be bored by it.
Yeah. Oh. Right. Is
So,
there anything else you want to talk about?
there is.
Okay.
I once found a picture on the internet of a turtle being tickled, and it was the coolest thing ever. That turtle looks so happy. And I think the world should Google turtle being tickled with a toothbrush and not consider it a euphemism. Yes, I'm looking at you, dirty-minded people. And go find it and glorify it, because that's good.
Yeah. Right.
I think that's all we've got time for today.
Yeah. Wild card. Yeah. Right. I think that'll be the end of the show then. This was BTC, the first episode.
Can I do the outro? I did the intro.
You did an outro as well, did you?
No, I haven't written one. I'm going to make it up on the spot.
Okay. Well, we will upload this soon, and we'll hopefully do one next week.
Well, of course they'll know when we upload it, because, that's the only way they're going to see it.
Yeah.
Thank you for the one person that's made it to this far in the video. I would like to thank you personally. If you would like to call me on my home phone number, it's 07, go fuck yourself. It's a goodbye from Mike.
Yeah, see ya.
And a goodbye from me, and I hope that you enjoy your time and don't get too busy raping ducklings. Good night.